Team coverage. WTVA's Jake White is standing by in Lee County after talking to a friend of one of the people on board. But first, we want to go to WTVA's Veronica Mejia. She's live in Noxubee County after learning that one of the pilots of that helicopter is from that area.
Word started spreading here in Macon and across Noxubee County that one of their own lost his life in last night's mid-air collision. Now, this is Macon. The Macon Beacon reported it on Facebook, sharing the picture of Andrew Eves. The newspaper says he grew up in Brooksville area and graduated from Central Academy before going into the service. Now, his wife actually announced it on her Facebook page that her husband, a chief warrant officer and father of 2 children, was among the nearly 70 people that died. Now, I spoke to another man who said he was his close friend and he'd seen him back in 2023. And of course, his loss is hitting him pretty hard. Now, live in Macon, Veronica Mejia, WTVA 9 News.
The deadly crash hits close to home, also in Lee County. WTVA's Jake White talked to a business owner in Guntown who is friends with one of the victims. He is live with reaction.
Yeah, well, it's been a very hard day for Barton Ramsey, to say the least. Ramsey owns Southern Oak Kennels over in Guntown. Ramsey says that one of his customers, who became very close friends with him, was actually on that American Airlines plane. Now, Ramsey's friend who was on that plane was Mikey. We aren't identifying Mikey's last name out of respect for the family until the FAA releases the flight manifest. Ramsey says Mikey bought a dog from him and used his kennel for training. He says Mikey was flying back to D.C. from Kansas after a hunting trip with friends. Ramsey says Mikey and the rest of the hunters on the plane were amazing men.
Last night was a tough night. Both the guys that we know were with a group hunting with some of our very good friends in Kansas that we know and hang out with, spend a lot of time with, who visit us here in Mississippi. And we're grieving today. We're really grieving for Mikey's family. Mikey has a young son the same age as my son, and just knowing that it's been very difficult to process today. 2 really sources of comfort for me. One is the guys on that flight were really strong men, and I know that given the opportunity to trade out those seats for women or for children or for anyone else, they would have still stayed in those seats.
Another one of Ramsey's friends who went on the hunting trip decided to drive rather than fly with the rest of the group. Mikey is survived by his wife and child. Our thoughts and prayers are with their families tonight. Live here in Lee County, Jake White, WTVA 9 News.
Just in a WTVA 9 News.